Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another reading.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be another pick a card reading. We're going to be asking the question, what are your toxic traits? I figured this would be a good reading, a nice deep dive. We haven't done anything like this in a long time, probably about a month or so. So I wanted to do something that we could look at ourselves in introspection. This is still Scorpio season, so there's still some energies that we could transform to give us a better outcome and become the better version of ourselves. So that's the intent behind this reading. You know, it's not meant to trigger you, hurt your feelings, or make you feel less than. It's just here to call awareness to some areas that you might be struggling at that you may not be aware that you're struggling at. You know, that's it. That's really it. Not here to guilt, shame, or make anyone feel resentful. All right, so take all these things with a grain of salt, interpret what messages you need to, and don't take any of this personal. Okay, so as always, well, not as always, this time I got 3 piles. I would have did 4, I just didn't feel like it. Okay, so there's that. Thanks to those people, you know, who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all for being here with me on this journey. I sincerely appreciate you. You know, those new subbies who just came through, who just finding out what we doing here. What's up with it? Appreciate you. That's about it. I don't want to do too much talking. You know, I think next week I'm going to extend the personal readings for Tuesday and Thursday, because last week I was running a little close on time, so I think I'm going to need more time now. So I might extend it to Tuesday and Thursdays, between like 2 and 8. So let's cut those hours down. Okay, so that's it. That's all my announcements. Done rambling, done ranting. Thanks for listening. I'm going to get started with these piles. So, pile 1. This is green fluorite. Pile 2 is smoky quartz. Can you see that? Smoky quartz. Look at this green fluorite. It's beautiful. All right, and then this one right here is blue calcite. Yeah, how's that look to you? Looks good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get started on pile 1. Boom, pile 1. So, pile 1. What are your toxic traits? Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra energy again. Could be a Pisces. You don't have to be, but these are just the energies that you may be taking on. Okay. So I'm getting that you're a person who doesn't do too much speaking, too much talking. I have an energy of you being a person who's not super grateful. I do get an energy of you being a person who focuses on maybe one thing and then changes your mind quickly into something else. So, because you have door here, and door is usually about a way of thinking that changes your perspective and changes other people's perspective, and it also allows for new possibilities. But you have opposition, and it's connected to temperance and this 8 of swords in reverse. And I know of this as being like self-limiting beliefs. And so the opposition is there, while there's new information that you discover, or there's new ideas or new opportunities, you're always at war within yourself. It's an energy of you not quite like allowing yourself to breathe, or allowing yourself to like explore, expand. You know, I get this energy of you being more focused on your status, being a bit too rigid, you know, so like I'm getting that you need to change your level of discipline. Something about your structure or your stability is a little bit off. Doesn't have to necessarily be in well, it could be in finances or in the way that you spend your money, because I'm looking at the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, which could be about losing money, but it could also be about like releasing money, owing debts, something like that. I get your negative traits are like you lack motivation. When you have inspired thoughts or ideas, you're slow to act. You do a lot of self-limiting beliefs. Your thoughts are usually what keep you trapped. It's like you make a mountain out of a molehill. That's the energy I get. This mountain of a molehill. You're very like passive, very relaxed or chilled when it comes to taking action, because this opposition here is like right in the middle with this breathe, and breathe has to do with like new life, new opportunity. So you're always at opposition with this new way of being or a new opportunity or taking a new chance at life, but you're always like having to make a decision on whether you want to actually explore it and go forward with it. But you usually keep yourself bogged down, you know, with these shallow or inconsistent thoughts or self-limiting beliefs. There's an energy of you like kind of giving up, like you count yourself out before you even start. There's a giving up energy, because the temperance right next to the four of pentacles in reverse could be releasing, could be getting rid of like old beliefs and like being at peace with them. But the eight of swords is also like, it's like not speaking my thoughts, not communicating clearly, having the thought process to do so but not really doing it. You know, it's like just kind of living in your head and being at peace with it. So it's like an energy of you kind of just being comfortable, not taking action. There's energy of you being ungrateful, because I'm looking at it here. It says be fucking grateful. It says shit could be much worse. So there's an energy of you maybe not, okay, you're worried more about status and finances and physical material. And so that keeps you from actually getting outside of your comfort zone or going out and experiencing new ways of being, you know, like really allowing yourself to explore, because this is Uranus as well as Mercury, which is like diving into, it's like a breakthrough in terms of mental or communication. So like the way that you communicate and the way that you think, you're constantly going through transformations with it, or you're constantly having new ideas or new ways of thinking and communicating, but you're always at opposition with actually implementing these new beginnings or these new ideas that you have. You know, it's just you're like, you're a procrastinator. That's really the big thing. You're a procrastinator, but you procrastinate mostly because you have a fear of failure, I'm looking like, or a fear of being wrong. That's the energy here that I can see with this Eight of Swords in reverse. You're lacking motivation and lacking inspiration. You're tired. Most times it's like you're lethargic. You don't really have a lot of energy. And then Saturn represents, I'm looking at Saturn as like working out. So maybe you're not really taking too great care of your work. I mean, of your like your health, even though it's not the Virgo house, which is the sixth house. It's not that, which usually deals with like your routines and your schedules and your health and your work. This is more so about like staying on task, staying committed to the things that you truly care about, staying focused. 10 toes down is like the thing that I'm hearing here. It's like you expect positive change without actually putting in the work and staying disciplined or staying committed to your success. You have more of this balancing spirituality with status. Is like, so what I'm getting is like you live in like a fantasy world of you having a larger status than what you are, or being more established than what you are. It's like you're dreaming. You're more of a dreamer. You're not really being practical and taking the actual steps in the 3D that really, so it's like you do more procrastinating, dreaming, hoping than you actually do in putting in like practical steps or plans to move forward with your ideas. You're always at opposition or always in conflict with yourself because you have a lot of self-limiting beliefs and you lack the motivation or the inspiration to carry through, you know, with what you actually believe in. So you have this third eye chakra. This is the chakra that you need to work on, and it has to do with your clarity, your mental processes, and trusting in your intuition. So that's what you're going to be needing to work on and focus on, actually trusting in yourself. I don't see any heart chakra here, but I do see sacral chakra here. So, oh, that's not sacral chakra, that's root chakra. So you're going to be needing to ground yourself, and this is like wearing like, you're going to need to stay more in the physical realm as opposed to like the spiritual realm, which is like dreaming, hoping, wishing. You're not going to need to be in that area right about now. You need to be more grounded, more precise, more practical about your next steps, and you need to trust in your own guidance and trust in your own intuition to get you there. You have an internal guidance that will get you there. You're just kind of holding your breath or holding yourself back from actually moving forward in a way that'll give you the benefited results that you're looking for. It's just mostly an energy of you feeling like you don't have enough, or like you need to hold on to things, like mostly money or financial belongings, or like, you know, clothes, something in the physical sense. It feels like you always need to hold on to it. It brings you some level of peace or some level of like emotional stability and psychological stability. Like it just puts your mental and your emotional at peace. And so that's part of what's keeping you from moving forward or actually having the motivation to transform your life in the way that you want. You're lacking the encouragement of yourself. So it's like you're not encouraging yourself. You're not believing in yourself. That's really the lack here that I'm getting. Your advice, though, is to take action, find strength in your purpose. You're going to do this by actually being more practical and grounded, not dreaming about what you expect to happen, but looking at the situation from a logical perspective or from a 3D perspective of where you are right now, and not projecting yourself for where you think you will be, but actually setting up a goal or setting up structure to make sure that you get there. You know, it's responsibility. This is Capricorn energy. It's responsibility, establishment. This is public image. You know what I mean? Public recognition. This is also societal beliefs. You know, this is part of that, of what you have going on here. So you're needing to balance these things out, but really create a more concrete plan to be able to follow through with these things. You need to really work on your discipline, because you're really airy, more dreamy, more hopeful than you are at actually taking practical steps forward to get what it is that you're looking to achieve. So your advice that I have for you is courage. It says, dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself. For it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. So, that's your reading, part 1. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the 3rd house. Good one. Boom, part 2. So, part 2. What are your toxic traits? Okay, could be a Cancer, could be a Pisces, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be a Capricorn, Sagittarius, could be a Scorpio, could be a Taurus, could be an Aquarius, could be Pisces again. Those are the energies I got. Doesn't have to be your sign. You could just be acting in the capacity of these signs. A bit emotional, a bit possessive, a bit stubborn, a bit materialistic, a bit over-giving or putting others in front of you. Like there's an energy of you being a bit self-sacrificing, because you have this hangman in reverse. Energy of you being a bit, well, it's not in reverse, but still, hangman in general is about self-sacrificing, keeping yourself stuck, or keeping yourself stagnant in the same situation. You know, trying to get a clear grip or a clear understanding of the situation. I also get that you're a person who doesn't like to take time out. You're a bit too, I want to say racy, but it's not quite racy. It's like you're very stubborn or very stuck on what it is that you want to do. You're more ego over action. Like, so say there's something that you need to be more aware of or be more tender with. You're a person who seems to kind of like blunder through or push through. It's more like an energy of like being very possessive, very controlling, but in an emotional aspect. So it's like I gave to you and I need you to give to me in the way that I gave to you. And it's very superficial like, but I get this energy of you not really staying too consistent unless you're being pushy for the things that you really want. You don't take time out to like really think about others. You have you and your loved ones are safe, meditate and contemplate, and invigorating. So from here, I'm feeling like you don't really take time out for yourself. That's a big thing here. You don't take time out for yourself, and you kind of give this energy of like being careless or not caring too much, but a bit stubborn in the way that you address situations. So it's like, so you got 6 of Cups and Queen of Pentacles, and this is an energy of you being a bit selfish as well, but selfish with actually doing the work in terms of healing, I got that you are giving your power away. This card is showing up here. So I'm getting like you definitely are an overgiver. You know, you're a person who allows the ego to get in their way of actually like doing the work or the healing, because you have inner child. This is an inner child, but this is Six of Cups in reverse, which has to do with repressed childhood issues that you're still suffering with or dealing with. So you have an issue like tackling these things because they actually intermingle or they collide with your ego. All right, because this is Mars energy and the Sun energy, and they're conjuncting and the what is it? It's the Sagittarius and the Capricorn placement. It's like in between those two houses. So that energy is like an expansive but restrictedness. So it's like an energy of you wanting to get outside of your comfort zone or express yourself, but you don't quite do so because of maybe lower self-esteem. But I'm getting it's more of like childhood issues that had to do with like selfish and not being able to take care of yourself or not being taken care of. So you still kind of like hold this energy of being a bit defensive or a bit like overpowering, you know, but you're very nurturing. But the way that you nurture is in a way to gain control of the situation, if that makes sense here. You're a person who really like follows their bliss. So I get like you're not really super stable, though you do focus a lot on the material things. I don't feel like you're stable in a sense of like having an abundance of things, but I feel like you may have your stuff together, but you may be living almost check to check, if not quite check to check. You may not have the excess money you want to spend on the things that you want that are extra. You get what I mean? Because it's really an energy of you giving more than what you have or worrying more about like the financial or the material things. And so that's a big issue here, is that you're worrying more about the material things. You're not a person who does too much expressing of your own energy. Though I did call you a free spirit, like like you're really outgoing. I think it's more of like a facade, and this is more so like around close friends and family. You're not really outgoing a lot around people you don't really know, because when you are around people that you don't really know, there's this issue of dueling or an issue of pride being over, like your pride overpowering the actual situation. With this meditate and contemplate, I'm getting that there's the energy of you needing to balance out your masculinity and your feminine attributes. All right, so it's an energy of you having like being hopeful, but yet not really moving forward in situations. You know, like you are, oh, okay, this is what I feel. So you're over hopeful in situations, like you kind of like project what you hope a situation could be. And I'm thinking this more so has to do with like people you care about, loved ones, family, close acquaintances. There's an energy of you being hopeful for like new starts, new beginnings, or like just like hoping that situations will play out in the way that you would like. And sometimes it has to do more so with like your stability or your level of comfort. Like you really a nostalgic person, because the Six of Cups is here, and this Taurus energy is here, and this Pisces energy is here. This gives me like a reminiscing energy. Like you really hold on to like old things from the past. And you have Capricorn energy here. These are people who are like resourceful, but they're also people who hold on to things from the past. Even though you had that Sagittarius energy, the conflict or the duel is the energy of wanting to experience new things, but you staying close to your comfort zone and not leaving it. All right. The wilderness, though, is like the desire to do so, but you're stuck because of like childhood programming or childhood repressed issues that you have. Now I'm looking at this Scorpio in the middle, right? Which is about the enigma. It's about secretive. It's about like other people's money, sex, transformation, death, and all that good stuff, right? And so this also has to do here with the second house is combined with it. And so that's like that energy of like possession. You have this possessive nature to you of feeling like people are property to you, or your close friends are property. Like it's almost like a selfishness. You know, that's kind of the energy I'm getting, more of like a selfishness, but it's like it's manipulative, because it's like I'm sacrificing myself for you, and you need to do this in this way to make me feel comfortable or to make me feel whole. You know, and it's really coming, it's like what's stemming from it, like I said, is this Queen of Pentacles. This could have been from a mother figure who might have not been too nurturing or too loving. They might not offer the stability that you needed. Or it could be a father figure as well, but it's just a female figure, a feminine figure that didn't offer the stability that you needed in your childhood, because it's connected to the Six of Cups. So it's some type of dynamic. It might be mommy issues. It's like a dynamic here that you may be having. It doesn't have to be mommy issues, so don't take that personal. I'm just saying, because you have Cancer energy here as well, which is a mom, you know, and that's what I'm looking at. And then these two Pisces energies here is always giving me that self-sacrificing, putting others before you. Cancer and Pisces are great for putting others before them. And Taurus itself is more of a nostalgic sign. Capricorn too, nostalgic sign. And yet the only energy that you have that is like more of like experiencing something new is a Sagittarius. And even that is being blunted. Like that actual desire to go out and expand and to explore and to experience new lands and uncharted territory is being stunted by repressed issues that you yourself haven't dealt with. There's an energy of you needing to heal and focus on your own level of stability or feeling at home with yourself. You and your loved ones are safe is also a sign of letting you know that it's time to take care of yourself, because the people that you care about are safe and they're taken care of. So it's time to nurture yourself. There's energy of you just not taking time out for yourself. Like you're just over giving to other people. You place others ahead of you. And that is your toxic trait. That's the biggest toxic trait. And like I said, it says you're giving your power away. It says you're a badass. Act like it. So yeah, you've been giving your power away. That's the biggest, that is your biggest toxic trait. It's just giving your power away, not following your bliss, not trusting in your personal power, not trusting in who you are. You know, you're not feeling like you make a difference, you know. You're wanting to control the way the outcomes are. And that's kind of like where that self-sacrificing, manipulative energy comes. It's an energy of you doing for people something that you genuinely don't want to do in an attempt to get them to validate you or an attempt to get them to fulfill you in a way that you expect them to. So there's that. Now, your advice, though, is relax. It says, there is plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love. So, pile number 2. This is the energy I have. I think it's your reading. I said, this is the energy I have. Wow. This is what I got for your reading. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie. And this is Leo in the third house. Boom. Pile 3. So, pile 3. What are your toxic traits? Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Could be a Libra, could be a Scorpio, could be a Taurus. I got air energy. Gemini, Taurus, could be a Pisces, could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo. So I'm getting throat chakra here, needing to talk, needing to work on self-worth, purifying your body, purifying your mind. Yep. Star in reverse, could be working on your health, could be working at your job. You might be having issues with your career, could be having problems with your actual beliefs or problems at work, like you're undecided on where you want to go or how you want to do things. I get that you put in a lot of work, but a lot of it is, it's like you do a lot of work, but most of it is on your own. Most of the things that you do is on your own. There's an energy of needing to like work with other people, learning to how to connect with other people, stay in touch with other people, or learning how to, it's definitely connecting with other people, but it's kind of like meeting them where they are. Like there's an energy of you needing to meet them where they are. You know, your problem though mostly is like needing to speak out your truth, needing to communicate what you truly feel, what you truly mean. This has to do with your self-worth. You're learning how to elevate yourself. The toxic trait I get, though, is that you're needing to follow your intuition. You need to allow yourself to be more receptive to people, because there's an energy of networking. Like you're very good at networking. but I don't see you taking any time to yourself. You're a very hard worker. You'll carry the burdens for other people. You're a bold innovator. You're a person that gets started. I get like you're very inspirational. But the issue that I'm seeing here is that you do this all alone. You're a lone type of person. Like all of this is always alone, except for this Three of Pentacles. So maybe you do working, but you don't, the work that you do is more like still independent or separate from other people. Your toxic trait is you don't want to collaborate with other people. You have mediator here, but I'm getting that it's more for like selfish gains. Like you work with other people in order to gain something, but there's no real intention of building strong connections. Now, right in the middle though, you have expansion and will, which represents good networking with people, solid foundations, keeping in touch, meeting people where they are. So you have that energy of being this type of person, very expansive, you could be very attractive. But what I'm getting is that you don't like to work together. That's really the biggest thing. Even though it's here, like the advice is letting you know that you should be working with other people, but maybe you don't feel good enough or you're not able to communicate what it is that you need in this. And so your toxic trait is that you don't allow yourself to transform. You're not allowing yourself to become this person who's actually very like charming or very outgoing, like knows what quality is. Like you know how to follow your good options. Like you have good options. And what I mean when I say good options doesn't always mean like romantically, but I mean like you know what's best for you in terms of like partnerships and friendships. You know what works best for everyone, but there's an energy of you only caring for yourself, of being slightly selfish, being a bit egoic, not wanting to carry the burdens with other people, doing the work, but kind of like allowing others to be like left out in the cold. There's also energy of you being a bit self-righteous, and a little indecisive or not, just won't speak about what you truly feel. With this Two of Swords in reverse, like you don't truly speak about how you truly feel, and the Empress in reverse. I mean, not the Empress, the High Priestess in reverse. So this is also like allowing other people's thoughts or judgments to cloud your vision. So you're not listening to your own intuition. It could be like being undecided about, because I'm getting like it's other people who have authority. People who have authority seem to like frazzle you or confuse you or have you stuck in your head and not really like sure of where you need to go next. I'm getting this conviction of like no one listens to you, feeling like your voice is never heard, or maybe it's like an energy of doubting yourself or doubting your body image, because I got self that it's like an energy of feeling being disgusting, or like it's because it does with metabolic, which has to do with like overweightness. So it has to do with like your weight and you focusing on your weight and maybe not feeling quite good enough in your body, feeling low, worrying about other people's opinions. Like that's really what's keeping you from wanting to actually intermingle or connect with other people. And it has to do more so with your pride and not wanting to make the first move because you don't want to look simple or look silly. If that makes sense. You just don't really want to work with other people or carry their burdens. You don't want to share in the hard work or in the it's like the heavy work. You don't want to share in that with other people. You don't want any of their drama, which is cool. I get that. But in like significant relationships, you guys are working together to solve a common goal. And that common goal is usually security and trust. That's what you guys are looking to build whenever it comes into like a long-term relationship. And so while you have the tools to do that, you prefer to be solitary, because this is like most of these cards are solitary. In the middle, right next to the expansion into the north, which is about your destiny, your north node, you have the will, and you have mediator, and you have magnetism, which has to do with attraction. It has to do with allowing other people to come into your life that are helping you towards your final goal. But you have issues with self-worth, and you have issues with speaking your truth or really saying how you feel, because you're worrying about your voice being heard, or maybe you're worrying about attracting the wrong type of people. Because this Scorpio energy can also be about like secrets, or it could be about like it's Plutonian energy, which has to do with like power struggles. It also has to do with deeper fears, because Scorpio represents like deep fears, deep trauma, emotional traumas that you dealt with. So it's like a fear of you attracting these same things or these same outcomes. And so you try to isolate yourself from being connected to other people, working in groups, working in teams. You prefer to just be solitary and do it on your own. Though you have the skills of being, because you got Libra, you got Taurus, you have Scorpio, and you have Gemini and Leo. These are very, very, very attractive signs. And because you have magnetism and attraction here, I get that there might be issues with like sex and with like this energy of self-worth and actually like speaking out how you feel. I don't know how to like really put that into words, but there's an energy of you like attracting sexual partners who are very charming, who may be a bit materialistic, a bit outgoing, flirty, but also stubborn and not very quick to change, but they are very indecisive. So it's like that energy of you, maybe you're the person that gives off this energy as well. Cause it's like that's the kind of the energy that's here. So I'm feeling like this is what you attract and this is who you are, because magnetism shows up. It means that you attract people who are similar to you. So these people are similar to you. And that's where your toxic trait is like you're attracting people who are similar to you, but what they're doing is getting you on your north node to be moving in the direction where you're going. So your reading is slightly different than all the other piles, because it's kind of like a story that I'm getting, because I'm getting like you're on your way to your destiny, on your way to your north node, you're transforming, you're learning how to actually interact with people. So yours is a little bit different than other people, but what you're just struggling on is your self-worth. You're struggling on your conviction and speaking your truth and speaking in a way that you can be heard. You're struggling on like expressing your joy and cleansing your body and then cleansing those old emotions, so that way you can trust in your own intuition and allow yourself to be more receptive with this heart chakra. So the chakras that you need to work on are your solar plexus, which has to do with personal power and confidence. You need to work on your throat chakra, which has to do with speaking your truth with clarity, right? And then you're working on your heart chakra, which has to do with you being receptive, and open to receiving, right? And then you have to do with your third eye chakra, which has to do with your clarity. It has to do with your intuition and being able to see things in advance, pretty much. And so here you're doubting it because you have the queen, you have this high priestess in reverse. So you're doubting your own intuition. And so your biggest negative trait is just that you don't trust in yourself. You don't believe that you're worthy of what's coming for you. You're not believing that you're worthy of the abundance, and that you don't feel like other people can see your value, or you don't feel like there's an even give and take in relationships or like connections. Somehow in here, you're not seeing your value and you prefer to do things alone and be alone, but you're being transformed. It's like an energy of being very secretive, being a loner, of having a very like enlightened soul, because you have this guru here in the middle and this energy of connecting with people. So it's like you're doing a lot. You're putting in a lot of work. You're hitting a cycle. You're clearing it out. But you're letting your pride get in your way because you don't want to put the effort in or put work in with other people. And it could be because of this 8th house stuff, which is like investment secrets, taboos, as well as it's like, I get Scorpio energy is always about being afraid of being hurt emotionally. So it's like striking out to get other people before they get you. So that might be a negative trait that you carry as well. Like you might be bold and make the first move. You're a person that strikes first. You're a person that catches people first and before they can hurt you. So that's that energy of you hurting them before you hurt you. Libra is also a sign of like karma as well. And Capricorn is a sign of like karma, but more like time. Like they rule time more so, the actual element of time and controlling that. So, but Libra is like karma. It's the justice card. So there's this energy of here of like karma is catching up here, and you're learning now to like, I feel like the tables are turning. You're learning now what you once gave to others. But mostly I'm just getting that you're attracting people who are like you. That's the biggest thing. And there are people who are independent, people who are a bit materialistic, very flirty, very outgoing, very charming, but indecisive about what it is that they want. Very secretive. They might be more into like sexual encounters, secretive sexual encounters. And because it's Libra comes off as flirty with everyone. So they could be having sex with everyone. Or you could be a person who has multiple sexual encounters with other people. Doesn't have to be that. Don't take that offensively. But that's just, could be the energy of what I'm looking at as well. But it's just the energy of you not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough. And so you stay away from other people. All right. So your advice, prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. And I got figure shit out on your own. That's you. That's what you like to do. Figure shit out on your own. Yeah. When really you should be working with other people and being a good collaborator. You have the skills to be so. You just prefer to do all the work and all the energy on your own. You don't want to carry the burdens with other people. You don't want to share in those hard times with other people. So, Pile 3, that was a reading. That's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house. Look at all these goddamn cards, y'all. You see all these cards on this table? I came a long way. I really did. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Yep.